Okay, well, I guess I'm doing this. Guess I am. Should I do this though? That's the question. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It has been a minute since we have uploaded a vlog or anything like that. This video is going to be hard. My thoughts are just scatterbrained in my head right now, not knowing what I need to say and how to say it, because this is like stuff that most people don't talk about. And that's why I feel like I should talk about it, because I feel like our channel isn't where it needs to be. I'm going to sit down right now and tell y'all everything. Since the last vlog that y'all watched, I'm going to tell you everything. So get ready, sit down, because just understand, just be patient with me, because just understand that this is going to be very hard for me. Yeah, so with that being said, let's get into this video. So I'm gonna go back all the way to 29 Palms. So I think one thing that had started this crazy roller coaster, after I had Nolan, that was like 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago, I got the Mirena, which is an IUD. And I'll go more into that, of how it made me feel, removal, insertion, everything like that. If y'all want to know, leave a comment or leave a like down below, so that way I know to make another video about that. I got it removed, and that was in July of 2017. Let's just say me and Mikey were trying for a second kid, a second baby. The IUD, I wasn't expecting a period anytime soon, but there were a couple of days where I was getting pregnancy symptoms, and I honestly thought I was pregnant. So I ended up taking tests, and they were clear blue tests. So that happened.
It's a girl.
But what I'm gonna go do is take this other one, because I do get false positives a lot. So I'm gonna go and
keep telling her like she's pregnant, and I can tell she doesn't listen.
I don't know, but I'm gonna go and take this one, and we'll see what happens. And they all came out positive. Like, I literally took like 7. Okay, guys, like I took a lot, and they all came out positive. So I went ahead and called the Naval Hospital there in 29 Palms and just asked them if I could get a confirmation on my pregnancy. They would schedule me in on Monday, and so the weekend came around, and we all went to bed, and I remember waking up because Nolan was crying, and I go and run to him, and I just feel like the urge, I need to pee, like just this heavy pressure. You know, and that day I was cramping pretty bad, and I just felt like a rush of something. So I run to the bathroom, and I was really heavily bleeding. Now this is not normal for me, because my periods only last 2 or 3 days. I've always been irregular. I'm just not have been normal, okay? So with that period, or with that with that rush of, you know, that stuff, I got scared. And you know, being half asleep and half awake, I go ahead and clean myself up or whatever, and you know, you could tell I was clotting also. So I went ahead and cleaned up myself or whatever, and I go just back to sleep, and in the morning I wake up and I'm just sad. I'm emotionally, I'm a wreck, because here I have pregnancy tests that are telling me that I'm pregnant, and then, you know, a couple of months, or I'm not sure how long it was, but it was a while, I all of a sudden like started bleeding out of nowhere, and I literally felt like I lost something, like I don't know. So that weekend I was super sad. Mikey was there to comfort me and stuff. And then here comes Monday, we go to the Naval Hospital and I go ahead and take the test. And of course you have to wait. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting, and they call me the next day and they tell me that I wasn't pregnant. So I mean, that was good, but I think it also put a bump in the road for me, because it was more like, okay, like I need to go get checked because of the IUD that I've had in. It was supposed to be for 5 years and I only had it in for 3. And it was just a big toll. It took a big toll on me. And let me tell you, since then, I have not had a period. I'm supposed to be having an appointment very soon. Fast forward, we go ahead and we move to Temecula. Here we are in this beautiful town. I absolutely love it. We settle down, and we have another pregnancy scare. Okay, literally I can take so many clear blue tests and they will come out positive. I don't know, I didn't take that one seriously, and of course to this day I'm not even pregnant. It's just super weird. I can't pee on a stick. Like, that just doesn't happen for me. I have to go in and I've got to like get a blood test done, because pregnancy tests don't do anything for me. Being a wife in the military is a very hard job. I applaud all of the military wives, even the spouses, even the girlfriends, because it's a hard job to have. Yes, it's hard on the Marines as well, or the people that are in the military, the spouses that are in the military, but it really takes a toll on the wives. I'm not going to tell Mikey's side of the story, because I feel like I'm going to respect his side, but I'm going to go ahead and tell mine. He's always been stressed, and I mean, he deals with anxiety as well as I do. I do suffer from anxiety. I've just really never known, and I feel like that's a lot of the time, a lot of the time the cases are where you don't really realize it, and you don't know how to cope with it, and you don't know how to basically handle it, because it's just something that happens out of the blue. I mean, same thing with depression. Since 29 Palms, me and Mikey have been, I wouldn't say on the best terms. We have been constantly fighting, constantly bickering, even at the little things, to where it puts me in a position to, I'm just like, I don't care. I feel numb. I feel angry, especially with these past couple of weeks. I have been feeling very depressed, and that's not something that everybody can just be like, oh yeah, like I feel depressed. Like, you don't tell you. What I've been doing is I've been denying, and the more that I deny it, the more that I feel it, and it's just being built up and built up and built up until it tears me down. The fighting and the bickering, it's not good. It's just really hard, guys. It's like, it's not something that you can just come clean about. It's really hard to talk about, because in 29 we went to counseling, and we went once and Mikey didn't like it, so we had to stop going. Going through the depression, I found myself very less energetic. I found myself wanting to stay in bed and sleep. I found myself not caring about those around me. I just felt numb. And I feel like I'm still going through it today. And so that's why I can't sit here and make vlogs where I have to act happy, because I'm not gonna do that. Because since day one, I told myself that this vlog channel was gonna be, our life, the good and the bad and the ugly. And I haven't stuck to that. I haven't been doing that. I feel like I still am fighting the depression and the anger and the anxiety. Since I was little, I've always had anger issues. I can probably, which I probably should, go to a counselor or to a therapist, and I'm sure they would diagnose me with bipolar or something like that. I mean, this is something that I don't want to go through because I'm just denying it. But I'm at a point in my life to where I'm like, okay, is this gonna get better, or am I just gonna sit here and not love myself and not love my family and just be in this mood all the time? But that changes. That's changing. It is. I try to get myself to do things that make me happy. Like, he's literally my best friend. At this point in our lives, I've already told him that I can't just be going through this, because we've been going through the same problems for 5 years now, and nothing has changed. So this is my best friend. This is the guy that I want to spend the rest of my life with. He's the guy that I want to have more kids with. Like, I can't imagine not having him in my life. But with me trying to figure out what's going on with him and trying to make him happy and trying to be a good wife and be a good mom and be a good person and be this, I'm losing myself. Divorce has been an option, but I can't go through with it because it's like I love him so much that I feel like I can't really leave him. Like, I can't give up on him because I'm so in love with him. My soul is like attached to him. It's just, I don't know. I have a deep love for him, and it's hard to say goodbye to somebody who's been there for forever, you know. From this point on, I want our vlogs to be nothing but life. From this point on, I'm gonna be me. Sophie is going to do her own thing, be herself, and not give two shits what anybody thinks. So with our problems, with our issues, I know that we will get better with time. I mean, I can't just give up on my best friend. I think it's time for me to live life the way I want to live it and the way I want to do it. Okay guys, I've got Mikey here with me. He's gonna give his take on everything that we've kind of been through since we moved here to Temecula, and the reason why we kind of stopped vlogging.
It's all in my head. Well, like in 29 and here, we were trying to have another kid, and then going through that is kind of like, it's really hard because you're expecting it and you're like, dude, like this is gonna happen and everything, and then like you're like showing all signs and stuff, and it's like, okay, this is actually happening. It feels like it is, and then you come to find out that it's not. It's like, damn, like what the fuck.
Yeah.
But
It was heartbreaking.
I mean, even then, when that stuff was happening, I always tell Sophie, like, dude, like, it might not be like, you know how your body is, so you
Don't
shouldn't
get too
be.
excited.
Yeah, and then she would always want to get more pregnancy tests, and like, it's not gonna make a difference because it's so, your body's so like, I don't know, it's always giving you like false positives and false negatives too. When we had Nolan, gave you false negative.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that
Yeah.
was that. In 29, I don't know. I think it was a lot different because we went to the therapy or whatever. I feel like with the military, you can't really say everything that's going on because it might ruin your career. So you kind of have to hold off. The therapist was telling us that it seems like I wasn't paying a lot of attention to her, and that she was kind of basically saying that I was kind of like being selfish. And I don't know. To me, I didn't really like that because I don't think it was like at all true. I think like part of it was true, but it's not completely like, because she doesn't know everything that's going on, obviously. But that's kind of the vibe that I was getting from that, so I just didn't want to go anymore. It could have been the therapist too, I'm not sure. I think that's mainly with like the military in general, because it takes so much out of both of us, mainly because like I don't really have that much of a say whether I like stay late or whether they like work me really hard or whatever. Like it's usually, it just happens. Like I think it's kind of stupid, but like all the Baron Marines have to clean up the like where we work basically, like, but it's like the whole area. It's called the FIOC, and I don't think it should be like every Thursday, but we go every Thursday to go clean it. And basically it's like all the landscaping stuff, and it's kind of like there should be working parties for it and not necessarily have like us do it, but whatever. But yeah, it's like an everyday thing that, you know, I come home and I'm tired and like sometimes I just want to go to sleep, but I understand that Nolan and Sophia have been like inside all day or they've been doing other stuff, so it's kind of hard to balance, like keep a balance between that. So yeah, I think that's a lot about where the stress is coming from and where a lot of problems arise as well, because like I come home and I'm like everything annoys me, or like, you know, just one slight thing could just like set me off or whatever. So I don't know. And it's also like being a Marine, and then you have to separate that from being a husband and a father or whatever, because like if you have it still mixed in there, like I treat Sophie like a Marine, like, or I have, and in that way, like I'd be cussing all the time and just like, you know, thinking that it's okay and making jokes that like she doesn't think is okay, but you know, I'm in my mind it's like, oh, it's fine, like that's what we do all the time. But yeah, I don't know, like I'm in that transition of like getting away from that, and yeah. I didn't, not necessarily depressed, but I knew you were like, it like bugged you like staying at home like the whole time, or like, I don't know,
Like,
I didn't know exactly that you're like, oh yeah, like she's depressed or whatever.
Yeah.
It was more like we're just at a bad time right now, especially in 29 Palms at the schoolhouse. Like it's the same routine every day, and we didn't have money to spend on much. We didn't have money to go out and do stuff, and then like seeing other married people, married Marines or whatever, and they get to go out and do stuff, but keep in mind that like they don't have a kid and stuff like that, so they don't have that much to spend on like the whole family or whatever, so they can go out and do stuff. And it's kind of like, I don't know, it was really tough in 29 Palms, especially because there's not really much to do unless you go very far and you spend a lot of money to do that. But and then with that, you can't really have like a stress reliever, especially Sophie and Nolan being at home. Like my stress reliever would be like playing the Xbox or watching TV shows, but they do that like during the day, so they're already like tired of it, so it's kind of hard for them.
Yeah. Well, it's like my depression, I feel like it's not like how the movies make it out to be, to where it's like, okay, she's depressed and she's gonna stay depressed until she goes and sees somebody and talks to somebody, you know, and takes pills. Like, I feel like my depression, it comes and goes. Like, it depends on how I feel and how, like, the energy is around me. Like, do you remember how I was, like, for, like, a week, I was just, like, I don't feel like doing anything. Like, I didn't cook dinner at all. I was, like, mainly in bed. I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't want to go out anywhere.
I think the main thing is, like, you feel lost. Like, you feel like you're like, why am I here? Like, why am I doing this? Why am I, like, in this position? And why am I in this life and stuff like that? Not necessarily saying, like, oh, like, gonna commit suicide, but it's more like you just don't
feel
understand
empty,
and you just
like,
don't know what to do. So, like...
So you did recognize it? You do recognize it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So, because, like, I feel like in some points of my life...
No, baby. No.
Like, I don't think
play
it's
your game.
completely depression or whatever,
My turn.
but I feel like it's more like you just really don't know. You don't know what to do, or you don't know what to, like, I don't know. Especially like doing the same thing over and over and over again, you kind of feel like what is the point? And I think that's a lot of where that comes from as well. Like why am I doing this? Like I go do this every single day, and like I'm not really. It seems like we're not advancing, or we're not like having fun, or like being happy and stuff during those times that we're like, why am I doing this? Can you tell them about the whole thing at the mall?
I thought you didn't want people to know you had anxiety.
That's fine.
Okay.
I think
Because I kind of mentioned it in the last video
okay.
that we both go
I
through.
think that's fine. But yeah, with like anxiety or whatever, like I didn't even know what it was, but we were just at the mall, and I kind of felt like really off, and I was like it was weird, but I just told Sophie like I just want to be like by a wall, like have a wall behind me so I can see everybody, and like I felt like in danger, but like I was just at a mall, like nothing happened and nothing was going on, and then I started like I couldn't really breathe. I felt like pressure on my chest, and it was just like the strangest thing. And like every now and then I notice it that it happens, but yeah, I don't know. It's just mainly like the pressure in my chest. That's the main thing that like happens to me. But and then like sometimes I'd feel like lost too. Like I feel like if I just woke up, like just during the day, just like woke up and like, whoa, like what the heck, what's going on? Like, but I don't know. It's like a realization of life, I guess. I think like when we look at our relationship now, especially last week, whenever like I kind of brought it up, but like we both realized that we're like two completely different people, two completely different lives, two different ways of thinking, and different ways of like wanting each of us to show affection to each other, I guess. And like it completely like made sense to us, and now it's kind of like working at that and becoming like showing affection in a different way, so the other person could know that like we still love each other and stuff like that. So I think that's where it's at now, and I think in the future just work on like doing that, and then especially having like something else to go to and something else to do, and to keep ourselves busy and like trying to like work our way up to something, like for example either vlogging or like, you know, going to school or going back to school or whatever, trying to learn something new. I think especially with me, like I started looking into like the MARSOC preparation or whatever, and I want to start doing that. There's a lot going on right now, but once I go back to like work or whatever, I'll go ahead and start doing that and try to implement that. And it's really cool because like it has like a whole like 10-week program that I can follow and like keep track of, I guess, and just work towards like improving myself and physically and mentally and whatever. So it's just something to look forward to, and like to keep your mind off of like being stressed or being like trapped or whatever.
Social media portrays, or will we portray on social media a perfect life, or, you know, I don't know, just like the whole couple goal thing, and that's just not us. Like we're not perfect. We have our ups and downs, and you know, I think we're not gonna share everything with the vlog channel because I feel like we still need some privacy in that aspect. But I mean, as of what's been going on and like why we haven't been vlogging, and I mean just basically like the truth about us, like we want our subscribers to get to know us more than what we've been just portraying, you know, just the good times and the good moments. And yeah, because y'all can't relate to that. So this is us, bare skin, butt naked, everything.
I think like if you have any questions for us, like anything at all, it could be whatever.
Comment down below.
Even if it's like specific problems that you're having with significant others or whatever, like hey, do you go through this same thing, or like how did y'all get through this, or even questions like about military, or
I mean, not saying that we're the best advice givers. We're
like,
really not. We're still going through our own shit.
We'll be like honest, completely honest of like what we're going through or whatever. And,
yeah.
I mean, that's all we could do right now.
Well guys, that is it for this video. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up, and we thank you guys for your love and your support through everything, because without you guys, I don't know, I probably wouldn't be vlogging. So thank you guys, for sure. See you in next time's video, vlog, whatever. Bye.